right. Definitely. That was good. That was good. That was good though. That was good though.
Dude, we have fun. That's what we do here.
Sometimes.
Hey, Punk 79, congratulations, you're fourth.
Number 4.
Yeah, we're good. All right,
Facts
3,
on
2,
motherfucker.
1.
Welcome to News Across the Galaxy, where we talk all things LA Galaxy News men's national team. I'm Bryant. To my left is Eddie. To my right, Spenny. On the ones and twos, Chuyaso. And we got a special guest.
Oh,
guys.
what?
Yes.
Who?
Aaron Sanchez.
Oh.
Welcome to the show.
Hi. Hi.
Hey,
Hola,
LOA.
hola personas, ¿cómo están ustedes?
It's
Oh
ma'am.
my God. Hey, you hear that radio voice though? Say it again.
Hola, ¿cómo están ustedes?
No. Do it normal. Like, this is Aaron Sanchez.
Hey, this is Aaron Sanchez Robles
Oh, man.
con nosotros.
Dude, the way,
that sexy voice right
the way
there.
his
What's up?
voice sounds, you wouldn't think he was a Sanchez. Maybe like a Seacrest. You know? something like that,
It
something
sounds like a
that.
Aaron out.
Oh,
Out of where?
All right, can we start talking about some
Okay,
Galaxy, por favor?
Here we go. So, welcome to our first ever, I guess we can say, straight from the stadium, straight after the stadium, post-game pre-Buffalo Wild Wings News Across the Galaxy episode.
Yeah.
I'm gonna hold you to that.
All right. Oh, yeah. First ever, definitely. And those
It's
circumstances.
tradition now.
Go to Buffalo Wild Wings.
After a win,
Yes,
It
every
is.
time.
home win.
It was
It
created
is.
by Mike, by the way.
Mike.
Mike
Mike.
created the superstition for me.
Lawrence Capo. He started the superstation.
Yeah.
Now we gotta
At
go.
some point, there's a shot. At some point, there's wings.
Can we talk about how significant this win was today?
Get a little ahead of yourself there, buddy.
We'll get there. We'll get there.
Yes, Aaron is so anxious.
Let's get
So-
right. Let's get to it.
Wait, but man,
Questions.
there is questions, but the weekend didn't start today. It started yesterday. We have to mention real quick. We'll just run through it real quick because I know,
Real quick.
especially we're gonna go as long as Spenny's playing career went. Yesterday, we went to the pickup games. Was a fucking blast. You know, we played with straight from the stand. Shout out to George and Angel.
Shout out to Angel
Yeah,
and those saves.
and
Porterazo.
yeah, and no shout out to Rudy for being scared, even though we were gonna be in the same team.
Oh yeah, that's right. He didn't even show up.
It was fun. It was dope, dude.
Yeah, I had a blast.
They bought us a bunch of pizza. There was free beer.
yeah.
They really looked out for us, dude.
Yeah, that was cool. Super cool.
And the Galaxy 2 game was dope.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, Zubak was all pumped. So was fucking Hitler Arce, and we got to talk
Cuello.
to Schelotto. And Cuello was pumped too.
2 assists to 2 goals from
Dope.
game tying and game winning goals by Arce.
Might go to a few more of those.
Hey, if the results are the same where I can talk to coach,
Let's move on to some questions. No Efrains.
Efrain
No
wasn't
Efrains
even
on
in the
weekend.
he was on the bench today. No Juninho on the bench today.
Damn.
Oof. Okay.
We'll talk about that.
Go ahead, be right.
Anyway, we do
Hit
have
us
some
with
questions
questions.
on Instagram, and I asked questions before the match. How we felt about the game. The first question goes to Tony Royale. How do I feel before the game? Hungover.
Sucks.
That was more of a statement. Next question comes from Thai JD. How many assists do you think El Nino will have by the end of the season?
Ooh.
He already has one.
I'm gonna count it as 2. We'll just put an ash. Could have been.
There's a hockey
Philippines?
assist,
No.
so
You know what?
6.
I'm gonna give him a modest 5.
6.
You still have to go play in the under 23 World Cup. So, or 17.
6.
3, because he plays in cups, you know, that are not. If he plays in a cup, like That's not significant.
Mhm.
He gets three assists.
So we're all modest numbers, huh? Brian, did you give?
I'll say 5 as well.
Do we?
Around there. It's
That
not a
one
big
up?
number.
I'm the overachiever.
Yeah.
Go around.
Oh, 7 assists for.
There's your
He just
overachiever.
he just had to overachieve me, huh?
Yeah.
What did you think?
It's 6.
Didn't hear that.
I think he get another 5.
3's good. It's modest. He's 16, man. Kid.
5 is cool.
He put the best balls into slot.
We're around the same like area.
Yeah.
Has he even passed through puberty yet? Come on, man.
Oh,
Dang.
different show, man.
He's 16.
You got a 30-something-year-old over there can't even grow no facial hair. So
Yeah, seriously, man. Come on.
he hasn't gone through puberty.
It's impressive being a pass.
Those are
man.
facts.
Those are facts. Next question.
Next question. It's more of a statement
Sorry,
from
sorry.
Daniel Ortiz.
Touchy subject. Sorry,
19.
Eddie.
He says, "Scream loud and proud for me." What Daniel said.
Oh, we already got you. Oh,
Okay.
Ah.
Whoa, that was weird.
Who
The
invited
first
that
shit
guy?
we said,
wow.
damn.
That was weird. Why is it still?
Uh
there?
huh.
So my first day here, and then
Yeah, definitely technical.
So what's the statement, Brian?
Statement.
Scream loud and proud for me. Thanks,
Who's
Oh, we did.
Eddie. Next question. From Jonah09. Do you know something about the center back, Tico? Talking about Giancarlo.
We're at the same place where everyone is. That it's supposedly like still in the like.
Doing the worst, right?
Yeah, still in the works. It's like a positive move forward, but I will argue again. I'll bring it up because Vince Benny wasn't at the midweek show. I think it's too
yeah,
much.
Aaron? Why weren't you at the midweek show?
Yeah, I think it's too much to give. Our location, a trade, whatever, and then international spot and more money. Too much, dude. There's gonna be.
And I mean, do we really need a center back? To be honest,
No, not that. Not.
Oh.
We'd have to spend that much on. It's a lot, dude. It's more than in an MLS case. It's a lot.
but do we really need a center back?
Well, we do, but not like that. It's just so much that you're gonna give up
Then who else are we gonna get?
within the league.
You know what
Who?
they're gonna give up?
Who would you get?
Realistically, okay. So not to jump ahead, we weren't so happy with this a designated player. I'll trade him for Beezer today.
what?
Yeah,
I'd rather get Susie.
and Beezer's not a designated player, and no international slot. Ha!
No.
Next question.
Right, John?
Pass.
Okay, all right.
Next
cool.
question.
Thank
From
you.
Logan
Next.
Jones 01. Is Zlatan flopping? Was he flopping?
He's being a pro. It's a bit of foul and a flop.
Nah, the second one was a BK.
That's
Si
a
era
pro.
penal, güey. Si era penal.
The second one was.
Oh, let Aaron take over. No,
Sí era penal, güey.
Aaron wanted to talk about this.
Si era penal, güey.
It was. No, they were. But I think he
the
exaggerated.
first one.
Sí era
Was the
penal.
first one
He
a
made it a
flop?
pro.
The first one was definitely a flop.
Dang.
So there was no contact made.
No, everyone who's ever played soccer here, and I have 3 people that have played soccer and continuously play soccer. They know that it was a flop.
So can you answer this question?
No, and they're looking at me right now, and they understand it because like he went down pretty softly.
No,
and look, they're looking away. They're all looking away. Like
I'm not looking.
Yes.
I'm looking right. Look, it's not necessarily a flop. He got fouled. He sold it.
no,
come-
no,
how
no,
come-
no.
How come
Stop,
the defender
Eddie.
went down with him then? If he didn't touch him and it was a dive, how did the defender go down with him and didn't protest?
Kid, you know,
As a defender, you're not gonna be like, "Hey, for that was a
as
penalty."
a player, you know that this is not a penalty, and he's trying to sell it to everyone outside over here. But me, as unbiasedly
You know what was
as
softer?
I can, it was not a penalty.
You know what was
That's my
You know what a
conclusion.
softer
That's my
penalty
conclusion.
was?
That's it. All right, that's my conclusion.
You know what a softer penalty was that I know you saw? That penalty that Real Madrid got against Juventus in Champions League. That was a soft
but
pass.
we're talking about the Galaxy right now.
But I don't, you
All right.
argue that one was.
All right.
So okay.
All right,
So
all right. Let's take a. Can I take a vote right now? In front of it right now.
Opinionated vote.
All right. I say it was not a a penalty.
Okay, I say it was a penalty, but it was sold. Same time.
Bryant?
I'm in the middle on that one.
It was a penalty. I bought it.
Yeah, you know
Yeah.
what? That
Yeah, dude, it was a
Yeah.
penalty, but he
because
sold
that first
it.
look, it looked like a penalty.
I was there.
He's a
Okay.
big. He's a
Alright.
big
He's
man.
a big dude.
They have to
Alright.
go down.
All right.
They have to go down. They have
was
to
there.
sell.
So to answer the question,
You're a Clipper
he
fan,
may
dude.
be
You had
flopped.
Blake Griffin on
Yeah.
your team.
He
Stop.
may be
Flopping.
flopped.
Stop.
I
No,
think for the
no.
most part we agree because we're all
Chris
Galaxy
Paul. Flop
We're all
City.
Galaxy fans. We are, but like we understand when people, come on. All right.
This
Next
it's
question,
more
next
of a
question.
more of a statement to Galaxy World Order. Shout out to Galaxy World.
Yes, sir.
He was first today,
Hey, sorry we didn't get there early enough.
but he says I'm drunk and having a good time with the Galaxy win. Bam.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Another
Puro
As-
pinche Galaxy.
another Galaxy win.
This next
Another
question
one.
comes from Cy JD again. You guys think our number 9 did enough to put pressure on the defense?
No.
Nope.
No.
We'll leave it at that because we're gonna get into
Negative.
The game. No, we'll just say no.
We'll just say no, but
We're gonna get into
It's-
that.
and our next question from Seedlos779. Galaxy won and I'm drunk. Some more of a statement.
I like it.
Another
I concur.
statement
I concur.
from Ruben Yescas. First half was solid.
What?
First half was solid.
Talk about
I
it.
disagree.
We'll talk about it.
And that does it for the question.
All right, let's nag about it.
All right,
Gentlemen,
give me something to nag
let's start
about.
nagging.
All right, so on March 31st at 6 p.m., your LA Galaxy took on the Portland Timbers at Dignity Health Sports Park.
Mm-hmm.
Your starting lineup put out by Guillermo Barros with as followed
GBS. GBS.
BD GBS. Their starting lineup went as followed. That goal was number 1, David. Right back. Number 25, Rolf. Center back, Ceres Polenta.
all right.
Out left, Jorgen.
Chubbuck.
Cool. So that was your 4-back line. Sitting deep, 2 defensive mids was Sebastian Leggett and Jonathan Dos Santos. Sitting, I guess, in another 3 attacking mids was Pasadena right, Joe Crone in the center, and Antuna left. Solo striker, Mr. Number 9, the one and only Mr. Zlatan.
ZlatanVersary, bro. ZlatanVersary.
Who wants to start this first?
Who?
Anniversary
Zlatanversary.
331.
Yeah,
Zlatan Day.
Who's that guy?
All right.
Oh.
So,
I've heard
they got to
of
score the
Hey.
2 goals.
Just remembered. Classical.
We did. We did.
Anyways,
Zlatan.
anyone want to start? Anyone want to start off this first half?
Good one, Bryant. Yeah, I get it.
No.
Good
I
job,
think
Cotton.
I think
I
that
think there was a lot of
summarizes the
positives
whole
to take away
game.
from that first half.
I think
Say
that
that again?
summarizes the
There
whole
was, there
game.
was quite a few positives to take away from that first half. I think the way Delvick was attacking through that left side it wasn't bad, but it wasn't outstanding.
Shelvick?
Delvick on that side, on his left side, I think he attacked.
He got the ball for the first 15 minutes.
No, he attacked through that left
But
side.
Brian, do you
First
think?
half, first
do you
half.
think that's
Our center mids did not look like they did last game against Minnesota in that first half, which that first half from the game against Minnesota was the best half I ever seen the Galaxy play. Well, in these last 2 seasons, our center mids did not do that. Our defense, I don't know. It wasn't a good half, but it wasn't a bad half. I don't think anybody stood out. And aside from that penalty goal, which is a controversial penalty according to Aaron, I don't think there was much creativity to get Zlatan the ball at all. Jonah did his work to try to recover the ball and all that, but
Can I ask something?
Yes, go ahead.
Do we know what our style is and what we want to?
Oh,
Play
that's,
as-
I think we have been in a bit of an identity crisis right now.
and I don't think so. I think how we played last week against Minnesota should be our identity.
What do
And
you
we
mean?
didn't show anything of that in the first half.
You're taking Zlatan out of the game then.
Obvious. The three control the middle. You open up wide. You send balls in.
But there wasn't any of that in that first half at all.
You got a bunch of touches going on between Sandrini and Belcher. They just don't
touch, go back out wide, and then go back in.
They don't complement each other well enough the way like Legit and Robbie.
Oh
Rogers
man,
did.
once we get to the awards, it's gonna be very good.
But what I'm saying, you know, they don't complement each other well on the runs. They don't understand each other well enough to overlap and how to do it.
Mm-hmm.
And then Alessandrini was forced to pinch in a lot, which is not his game. He plays wide. You know, he puts chalk on his.
Right.
But he had to go inside to receive the ball back, and Felcher just didn't. I don't think Felcher runs right. He was too used to playing with Pontius that was gonna sit, receive, and launch, where Alessandrini's giving you the ball so he can take off.
Yeah,
I
possession ball.
no, I disagree, because if you're used to like playing with Pontius, but not Zlatan, yet you train with these people every day, like, you know, you understand as a training like player that Zlatan's gonna be your starter, and you're training with Pontius like to be your game plan. You understand that that's not gonna be your game plan.
No, what
for
I'm
the
saying,
rest of the season.
What I'm saying is,
so you need to adapt to like Zlatan's game or like your best player's game and like play that match.
that's why I don't think they were doing well. That's what I'm saying. They don't complement each other enough. They can't read each other well enough yet.
So that's not. I don't think that's like they need to like that's coach. I think that's a coach's fault.
I don't think the game plan is that difficult, man. It's just
Like
Felcher
I know we have Scolato, like we have him now, but like I think he needs to like get them together. Like
Yeah, but at the same time, you're coaching in a league where your front office still has.
I
an
get it, but
influence.
like he needs to like get them all together and like get him going.
Well, something new. Can't as professional as you beat each other like. It just doesn't work. It worked with Pontius because Pontius is not gonna outrun anybody, so he would receive the ball.
And with that, before this live cast, pre-game, I told you I wouldn't have started Zlatan. I mean, Alessandrini at all.
How many
I said
answer
that
me.
first half, he looked like
Answer me this.
he didn't look good.
How many one-on-ones did Alessandrini win? I'll wait.
No, hold on.
Very
We're
few.
agreeing that he didn't have a good
None.
game. I don't think we should have started him, to be honest. I think we should have stayed with Chris Pontius on that right side starting.
By the way,
The
like,
same
can I do
lineup that we
something?
did last week. That
Can I
should
do
have been our
something real
starting
quick?
this week.
Like I said, Zlatan was gonna score 2 goals.
You did.
And it was gonna be 2-1.
Yeah.
And I called it.
Oh, big shout out to Aaron.
Damn.
I'll buy you a shot at Buffalo Wild Wings.
So we're going.
Oh,
we
yeah,
are going to
we're
Buffalo Wild Wings.
All right, back to Bryant. Sorry.
Yeah, that was my thing. Alessandrini in that first half. You could tell he was out of rhythm, dude.
I'm just glad he wasn't forced to be sub.
Yeah. That's a good sign.
The good sign is that they look fit, I guess. Let's see. They look fit. Injured players. They
No
were
Julian on the
lost,
bench.
but they
I mean,
ran.
even you guys think Zlatan had a good first half aside from that goal and the PK?
Honestly, I don't think the team had a very good first half. It's I mean, I called, I guess, 3-1 at the end of the day, but I guess
Yeah.
I said,
what I liked about the we said the
but there
Portland
was,
was waiting to.
but there
to
was
counter.
moments where it didn't feel that way.
It didn't.
Well, yeah, because they kept getting Belcher, and Legit started getting involved a little more, and he made that guy off the wing. Even Legit, he went out wide for a play and owned that wing.
And and besides the penalty, any stand-up play, but good or bad,
From who? From
the first half.
First half.
Legit again, sideline to side,
Yeah.
box to box.
Jonas he had a good
Joe
half.
Corona picked up his backside really well.
I'll go with the bad. The breakdown with the goal.
That goal, yes. Dude, that was horrible.
I'll put that on Shelvick. The recovery wasn't there.
Boleta won his
Boleta
first one-on-ones, the first 3.
Yeah, and he was
Back to
in that
back
goal. He
to
was
back.
forced out.
Yeah.
And you can't blame it on Stairs because Stairs was left on a 2-on-1. So that's why I go Shelvick. I mean, we've all played.
They broke us down too easy on that
Yeah.
on that play.
That's
It was
And yeah, imagine when we end up playing like a
And
good
then
team like
that-
Kansas,
and
who is
okay,
organized.
Look at what
or
you.
if you play a team that is in the playoffs like Atlanta or like
No,
like
Nah,
a good
maybe
team.
not Atlanta right now, but Kansas City.
Kansas
Oh
City,
no, Kansas City.
even
you
in
know,
Seattle right now.
I'm
Like
waiting
we
for
play
that.
an
I'm waiting for
organized
those
team
games.
like that,
They
they're gonna
will
break us down
destroy
nasty.
us, yeah.
And that how Portland, who has suffered the offensive side, their road trip, they broke us down easily right there to tie it up at 1-1.
you should
Well,
help
they
out
also
Aaron
had they
over
also
there.
had they also had 2 weeks, man. They also had 2
Grab
weeks.
it, Aaron. Go ahead, man.
They also had 2 weeks to prepare for this game, so they had a lot of time to fix the issues on defense and work on a game plan to try to get off. Which I don't think they produced too much.
Well, yeah, but
No, the
it
numbers.
it becomes
Yeah.
it becomes that thing where it was like a minimum of training when you're like, oh, that's all you, man. I have it becomes like difficult because we found out the day before, and then we were all told that we'd find out on Saturday who's available. You can only put so much on the coach. Because it's a whole different strategy that we went after Minnesota. What
We can put everything on the
we can. But I have my
why he makes so much money.
That's
Hey,
what
it was
He's-
only
he's-
one
he's-
goal against.
He's like the orchestra, like the.
it's not the fact that he makes so much money. He brought in so much money. He brought in his training staff so much more.
the orchestrator. Literally, like, it's just all these people. They think like we think like beyond big figures, but they're them. Whenever they don't. Coach.
I'm not tripping about that. At the end of the day, out of the last 3 games, there's only one that they allowed only 1 goal.
That's
So,
true.
If you want to talk about improving, they did improve.
Oh yeah, no, we're on
Tyler,
track. We're on
The
track.
2 previous games, they let up 2 goals. This
Yeah.
last game at home
You know what?
again.
We're
one goal.
doing really well.
Yeah,
We are.
and in a situation where I said that even though I called the 3-1 and I wanted to turn into a shutout, I said, "This dude, you have to look at Portland's fucking lineup. They got a week off. Yeah, they're gonna be in the road for a while, but the names, the talents, Blanco, Valeri, fucking Polo, yeah, Polo's there. Chara, dude, they have names. Fucking even Villafana playing for him. All right, they have the players, dude. This might have been the game where they fucking got together because they had that week off. They got to go home. Where they gonna spend the time on the road,
Yeah.
and we responded as well.
Hey, but can I say something, Bryant?
And there were MLS Cup finalists.
Can I ask you something?
Mhm.
Are you very optimistic about this lineup or this team this year?
This year, optimism is at its highest. It has been the last 2 seasons. I do believe that they could put themselves in a position where they could get deep into the playoffs, maybe surprise a couple teams, and get to the final.
But the fact that you don't
Now.
think
With that being said, I still prefer the way we played last season in that first half. That has looked the most fluent of football within the Galaxy in the last 2 seasons. You
Okay.
can't tell me it's not. It's Zlatan or no
It's 'cause
Zlatan. That
Portland's-
was the best. That
Portland
team
is
looked,
not that easy, dude.
and
Everyone-
Minnesota is a better team than Portland. And we look way better last week than we did this week.
No, I told you Minnesota wasn't that good.
All right, hold on. Back to the question to Kidneys. What do you think?
That's the question again.
The question is, do you think this team right here is the best that they can be?
No, they're not the best they can be. Absolutely not.
Are you confident that they can win it all?
If they play better, yes. I don't think Alessandrini is playing well. You're asking me this team right now, but it's a long season. That team that you saw today, the team that you saw last week, they're only gonna progress
Or
unless
the
injuries.
team that is that team?
Look, if you've been watching the games, you can see how Jonah's still putting in his work and how legit put in work and is putting in work
Mhm.
off the field. That boy is getting better. Corona, The one thing about Corona, like last week and this week, even though he recovered on his 2 mistakes this week, is you don't see him fucking up, and you don't see him really contributing, but he covers really well. You want to talk about off the field,
He
off the
hustles.
ball. He does a lot of
hustles.
off the ball. Legit started coming to the wing with Felcher and Alessandrini to try to make shit happen because they just kept the ball between themselves.
Dude, Alyssa,
Mhm.
he's
And
such
Corona
a
picked
beast, dude.
up
He-
his
he
spacing
runs
well.
So much, dude.
So if you're asking me, yes, the problem is we can't get the ball into Zlatan. I mean, look what he did.
Is that a midfielder? Why can't we give the ball to Zlatan?
We
Like,
can't get that
how is
third.
it?
In that last third, we can't get that pass.
So
Yeah,
do
I know
we-
we can maintain the ball within those 3 center midfields that we have with Jonah, Sebastian, and Corona. We could keep it well, but we can't give that last through ball, which is something that we are missing, and we're gonna need it.
An
coming-
attacking
going forward.
midfielder.
Yes.
Let's try
So
to,
who do we sign?
let's try to transition to the second half real quick. But I want to.
So Eddie, let me ask you the same
Okay.
question from them three. Do you think this is a championship team?
Today, no. Essentially, yeah.
You think Toronto is a championship team, or they had one
Oh,
really
no.
good player? And
No,
they,
we're not talking about Toronto.
What I'm saying is
a
look at the last-
Galaxy right
look at the
now.
last
That's
couple
that actually touches to.
You need to peak right in the
Yeah.
MLS.
exactly.
You don't want to be hot the entire season. Only 7 Supporters Shield winners have won the cup in 21 seasons.
Yeah,
That should tell
think
you
of
a
that
lot.
stat off the top of his head.
7. That's 33% of Supporters Shields.
Yeah, you're asking
won
me to have like potential and the talent to win it. Yeah, with this squad, yeah, we do.
How many teams haven't won the MLS Cup while peaking at the right time? A lot.
So what does it take for us to peak?
Chemistry.
Chemistry. We're just hurt, depleted. You still have, even though like it's kind of funny that he's kind of forgotten. You still have a Perry Kitchen, which to me is a workhorse.
A Juninho that wasn't
Kitchen?
even on the bench.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Oh man, you should see the guy.
Kitchen's
train.
never gonna play, man. He can't play in this system. He can't cover ground left and he can't cover east and west, or he can't cover north and south, and do both.
Hey,
Or
Brian's,
East and West.
Brian's getting a lot of shit
More than
for,
like 5-10
drinking
years.
water.
Huh? For real, hey, for real though. I mean, I don't think
No, but real talk.
I don't think Kitchen would work in this system. Look how you saw Corona on both sides of the field. You saw Jonah everywhere. You saw Legit on both sides of the field. Never saw Kitchen on both. Carrasco covers better
So
ground
he
than
was
him.
doing his. Well, Kitchen does his work from just that.
And look at the
This
fouls.
is where he's at.
Look how many free kicks we're not giving up. Look how many free kicks Kitchen alone would give up.
You need an enforcer right there, bro.
Talk to me about Kitchen.
Yo, Nasty Nate.
All right, chill, Nasty Nate.
Nasty Nate.
So second half.
So second half.
All right, so Brian, someone said you're cute.
Thanks.
It's ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. Second half.
So
A better second half.
better second half. One thing that stood out to me in the second half
Mhm.
was my frustration with a certain person, a certain designated player.
Mm.
Alessandrini just.
Hey man, I've been saying this since the beginning of the season. Trade that fool in the summer. Bye.
Damn, that's
Hasta la vista.
Bye, Felicia.
I'm gonna pass on the romaine salad. I'm gonna go straight to my encore.
Actually, real quick, let me touching on that. Logan Jones asked, "Do you think Alessandrini and Zlatan are getting along?"
That's
Didn't
none
look
of
like it on the pitch.
That's none of my
To be
concern.
honest.
Your job as a winger and a designated player is to either score goals or put the ball
Where I can score goals.
in the.
Two
in the
Zlatans.
I mean,
If
honestly, I may be wrong, but I can't remember one-on-one that he won. Like,
Today.
Yeah, why are we paying him DP money? He can't even take a one-on-one.
Alessandrini is like,
He's a commodity right now.
no, he's all show, but no,
Mm.
no substance. You know?
Oh, I don't want to
Mm.
say it, but you know,
Nah,
kind-
he's
kind of
he's
a-
all glamour, but no
Like-
substance.
like
I won't say
like
it.
all jelly, no toast kind of guy.
yeah, exactly.
I won't say it, but you know, he's.
Oh, yeah,
No,
that what
he's-
what
He's
Spenny
a fuck
just.
boy. That's what.
And welcome to the show, Aaron. By the way, that is
Jerk.
Aaron.
That was Aaron. That was not Spenny.
That was
How's Aaron?
Yeah,
Fuck
that was
He's a
Aaron.
fuck boy.
I don't know, man.
I don't know what's wrong with him, dude.
He Okay,
Like I know he
from
wants to
that.
play
Contract year.
hard. And
Let's be fair.
is he forcing
fair
everything
question,
that he
fair
does?
Fair question, right? Pontius didn't play the first 2 games. Was asked to play last week. Start, right?
He played decent last
Right.
week.
Right. Alessandrini hasn't played the last 2 games. He was asked to start, right?
Mm-hmm. Big difference.
Don't you think Pontius did better on that wing?
Yeah. Wait, I would have started Pontius today
100%.
instead of over.
He won his
Alessandrini.
one-on-ones. He megged that boy and he was
Pontius
He was
last week.
making
Yeah.
him look
that
like a,
that defender last week had nightmares after that game. You know, everybody was megging him and doing him.
Yeah.
You know,
Wow.
legit went over
Here-
there and did his dirt. too.
So check this out. The full Monty said, he's disjointed from the rest of the team, offensively and defensively. Respect. He goes on to say, according to the Galaxy's stats, Alessandrini led the team with 3 chances created.
I don't know about that one.
And
I
then,
mean, that's kind of like.
yeah, they're
because-
misleading. Let's not say they lie. They're
Like,
misleading.
I know, like if chances created, yeah, but like you have to go beyond the chances created. Like,
He
when
had-
it
Yeah,
comes-
you gotta see
Hold on,
body
hold on.
language in
Hold
the
on.
field.
When it
Hold on.
comes to, like,
Wait a
the
second.
game, like
Wait.
the game flow, like, all right, you
Hold on.
created 3 chances, but like when it comes to the like the flow of the
So-
game,
And
So
was
they're-
it quality chances?
They're counting the penalty as a created chance because he tipped it.
Yeah, it could be. This is
Okay.
Just giving,
So besides that, we only had 2 shots on goal. So what chances did he create?
and it's subjective. All these chances.
Like I'm
that
saying,
you
it was.
said,
I don't think
it's
it was
subjective.
quality chances. Like
Yeah, they're subjective on like whatever.
this-
We had
what
two
the
shots
what the game on
2 shots on
the
goal.
pitch says
Yeah.
and body language and all that is a whole different thing from what the stats say.
We had 2 shots on goal. So and he didn't create those 2 chances.
we actually have a lot of good questions coming in. William Lobos, big shout out to Willis.
Who?
What's up, Willis?
Hey, so
Anthony
well,
Willie.
Who
do
the
you guys,
fuck is
well,
that
do you
guy?
guys prefer?
He's some guy from San Francisco, you know.
Hey,
it's,
by
it's
the way,
man.
like he owes me a bottle.
He
so-
does. Anyways, he said, well, do you prefer Boateng starting over Alessandrini?
I prefer Pontius starting over Alessandrini.
Yes, Willis.
To answer your question,
William Lobos.
Yeah.
Silence.
Yeah.
I'll take Pontius.
Yeah, me too. Easy.
I honestly don't like the formation. I wouldn't have.
And Manny says to cross it off your notepad.
I would have one striker in the front and midfield plugged up in the middle. So
That's what we try to do today.
yeah, I would have one striker.
It looked
and,
better in the second half.
Like
Our 3 center midfields in the second
Fine
half look
defense.
way better.
a 5-4-1.
I'm just gonna say Ozo. He says, I would say Alessandrini tries way too much.
Yes, I agree.
He's paid to. You don't get signed as a DP and don't have the pressure of having to
No,
No,
perform.
you
I
get
do
signed
agree.
to produce to
But
get a win for your
you know
team.
why? Like he tries because it's a whole image. Player, you have image and like he wants to be the best.
Look, it's not. It's like Emma. You know, he puts the effort, and it's not like they don't want to perform. It's just
Sometimes
their
it's
best.
not there.
Their best is not good enough.
Some
Right now.
players need to like front it, and other players like have
Dude,
it. You know,
this has become like we're
does
trying to
Messi,
talk-
does
we're-
Messi ever does Messi ever like front?
man, we're trying to talk about the second half. It's become so the anti.
Well, you keep asking
Alessandrini.
questions.
No, I
Did you
know.
not ask?
I
You
did.
ask Willis's question.
Yeah.
I'm answering it.
Yes,
I prefer Pontius.
Yeah, and statements keep going, dude.
I
Logan
prefer
Jones says
Willis.
Alessandrini looks like he doesn't want to play.
Out in the summer, I've been saying this since before the season started. Get rid of both of them.
You should try to trade him, get some value for him, and maybe
I was
it's
cool- I
a
was
change
cool.
of scenery. We go better for
Manny says Felcher even looked better.
Pontius. Yeah,
Listen,
I agree with that.
You want to talk about what we're giving up for John Carlos if he comes?
Yeah.
What are we gaining if we get rid of it or something? Oh wait,
Oh, I mean,
go ahead.
we might have waited too long.
What do you mean? No, absolutely not.
Kaká?
Even if he leaves on a free transfer or on a,
All right, let's go off the rails. So we've waited. We're talking about Alessandrini. What we can get?
What do you get?
we do.
you get
Yeah, no. What we get back though? If you trade him or you release him, what are we talking about?
even if you trade him for a piece of bubble gum and free soda for a year in the locker room, you're gaining something.
Yeah, for
you're
nothing.
gaining a lot.
Right. So for nothing.
Even if he leaves for nothing, what are you gaining?
the designated, the international. That's it.
That's a lot. What are you talking about? That's it. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, but you did look. He's like,
What do you mean?
look his stats in a couple years, last couple
Right.
years. You need more though. Because
You need more.
you're selling him on the last 2 years. You're selling him on the fact that he can still like.
You just
More on what?
you just gave the two richest contracts back to back in your team history, and you're gonna have a DP slot and not do something with it?
I'm on Spinny's team right now.
Come on. You're freeing up an international slot and a DP money slot. So even if Giancarlo's comes for an international slot, cool. Now you can sign a DP. You can still sign a
So
DP.
just
And you
okay. So
still
hold on,
have
hold on, hold on.
What the fuck?
Let me ask you a question.
It's a
Let
no-brainer,
me
bro.
ask you a question. You straight up trade that allocation spot for Alessandro right now.
Yes.
Which would be look, and your logic,
Brings
in
you
your
back.
logic, it's all you said. It's you give up nothing
I will. As Aaron Sanchez.
because all they give you,
yes.
you
I
get
will.
everything
Who's-
back.
Toronto's one?
Yeah,
I don't think
Who's two?
Alessandrini is that worth
Orlando.
enough for
Orlando?
that DP spot
Orlando?
because he hasn't proved it yet.
Orlando trade for one of their
that's-
midfielders on the bench.
Brian, what do you
allocation
think,
spot.
Brian?
Alessandrini proved it the first season he was here, but we also had a shit season as a team.
Hey, everybody balls out season one. It's the sophomore slump and the third season that gets
Would
him.
you rather
and
have
the third
Alessandrini?
season is where he looks like shit. Today, Alessandrini looked bad, bro. I can't even give him an excuse. The injury, no, dude.
Look, he looked well over the ball. It's just he didn't win his one-on-ones. And
We should have brought him off the bench today.
if three
I think that would
chances-
that would have helped him out better with his confidence.
The
to
full
be honest.
Monty just gave it to you, dude. You're trading for just allocation spot. It's too much. 24 goals and 19 assists in the first 2 seasons. Come on.
in the what?
The first 2 seasons.
And what season is this?
3.
In the last two.
How
in the
many
last-
goals does he have?
In the last 2 seasons, he's played
24 goals.
Oh, this season.
none.
No.
Last season? Didn't double digits. He did not double
All right,
digits.
so answer
Oh,
answer
oh.
answer my
Get outta
question.
here.
Answer my question. And your logic that would be a very valuable trade. You trade Alessandrini, all you get back is the allocation
You-
spot.
First of all, you can't.
No.
Actually, you want to go logic? You can't make that trade. They don't have the DP slot. So, next question. You're presenting an unlogical scenario because they don't have the DP slot.
If it was logical, would you do it?
Oh my
can't.
God! If come on, get
There's
out
no
of
logic in the show. What do
Aladdin's
you mean?
coming.
Get outta
Aladdin's
here.
going to
All right.
Who
theater
asked the
soon.
question?
This is a show with no
Wait,
logic.
Hold on.
which
Who,
is
who asked
shit.
the question about the first 2 seasons?
No, statement was the full Monty. He said,
So, full Monty,
Yeah.
I'll ask you a question. What are his stats for the last 2 seasons? Because we're in a "what have you done for me lately" business, not what you did for me the first 2 years business. Challenge not accepted. Accepted.
he
Legit.
said-
I'll
he's
say,
responded pretty fast.
I'll
He
say
said,
legit has better.
He
stats.
said last season 11 goals, 8 assists, 23 starts,
no.
2 million.
I don't know. I'm still on the maybe we should get move Alessandrini boat.
No, actually, I'm on the boat, but I want more for it. What I want. I'm on the Alessandro move boat. Damn, we didn't even finish the second half.
You know, Zlatan scored a second goal, right?
He did. I thought again. You know what?
Well, I do appreciate
He
his
split-
data, but we project on how he's gonna do better.
Zlatan?
Alessandrini.
Maybe.
How can he do better?
I think he tapped. He's done.
You know,
dude.
it's still early in the season. This is the 4th game.
It's just the style of play that the fucking coach has.
Yeah, there's it has. I
So
feel
why are you guys upset though?
it's because we can't let that trend continue. I feel
If it-
Guillermo
if it-
Barros and Schelotto
if-
could put him
if
in a
it
position where he
doesn't-
can succeed.
if it doesn't like match the style of what he wants to play, then get rid of him.
Yeah, he even said it himself. I don't care
Right?
how much money you make. If
Like
you don't put it to my
Guardiola-
side,
if-
you're not playing how
Like
I
if you're a
want.
Guardiola
Yeah.
and you got to get rid of like Messi, then you will, right?
What?
Nah, you can get him Smith.
I know, but like, yeah.
Are we off Alessandrini now? 'Cause I'm thinking about.
We're comparing
some facts
Alessandrini
here.
with Messi, so it's all right.
All right, second half. That
All right,
Second half.
still wasn't too.
You know
impressed.
who did well in the second half
Who?
a lot last season coming off the bench?
Jonah did.
Alessandrini.
Go Mexicans.
Don't
Arriba
do-
Mexico,
do that.
Second half
cabrones.
though. Second half.
Oh, hey, anyways, David, I would like to point out Zlatan. I'm sorry, Alessandrini. Oh wait, what? He did say Zlatan. Zlatan for Lewandowski.
That'd be a beast ass trade.
Oh, run it.
Hell yeah, we're on that shit right now,
You guys
bro.
can have Alessandrini, Jonah, and
Stop. Whoever
Stop.
whoever comment that, stop. be real, please.
Hey, we
All
can.
right.
Thank
We're
you.
the Galaxy. Anything is real here, baby.
No,
Come on. We
After Zlatan, I
we
bring
signed
Lewandowski.
Zlatan Ibrahimovic for 1.5 million.
Can you guys
Hey,
stop?
Mike Sanchez. We'll see you at Buffalo. Wild
Yo, what's up?
Mikey
So
Mike.
second half.
Second half.
oh shit, we started that a long time ago. It was still unimpressive. We
An
came
unimpressive
off
second
that.
half?
Yeah, we tried
true.
and tried to possess, and there was no threat. Kind of, it was just flat, dude. And no spoilers, but I'll keep it on Alessandrini.
Can I tell you guys from the beginning? There's no identity. There's no actual structure. What we're
It's not
trying to
structured.
do.
It's just
There's no identity, dude. Like, what are?
I think that's
what
a
are we
false
trying to
statement.
do? What the fuck are we trying
I
to
think
do?
that's a false statement. I think
What the-
last
what the
week's
fuck
team
is-
was
what
the
the
identity
fuck-
we should continue with.
What the fuck is our style? Tell me right now.
it's supposed to be
High
possession.
pressure, which was last week, that first half.
That's not.
And I'm going to keep saying it.
Spin. Did
That's
they
going
high
to be,
pressure?
that should be
No.
the football that the
It's
Galaxy
deep,
should be
no,
doing.
it's deep possession.
As Brian saying, high pressure. Is it?
Deep
I say
possession.
we should be that.
It's deep possession.
Is that our style?
Deep possession.
So we've seen 4 different games, basically.
And what is our style from these 4 different games?
Shit.
Look, deep possession. It's a fucking Scalotto with a Corona, legit, and Jonah. We invite him in, and we have Antunas and what's supposed to be Alessandrini to fucking kill the wings and a striker like Zlatan. It's come in. It's a spider web, bro. And you get caught in the web and you fucking just attack. We're just not buying it right now. There's too much rotation, too many like injuries, and we keep going back to him. Like
Eddie,
not
but
to be
we
like, hold on.
haven't- we
He's a
haven't
fan.
done it
He's a fan
in any
favorite.
games. Have you seen a game that like Scalotto's like strategy?
Oh,
has
Portland. I mean, not Portland, Minnesota. Are you kidding me? That was it. Zlatan
Eddie.
didn't play. Oh my god. You don't even know. You don't even
I
know.
do know. I was there. Look, we haven't played well. We have not. But like we have a system maybe that like we want to go towards. We have no identity. Before we were excited like, hey, this is how we were, but not now. Right?
I still think last games, I'm going to keep going to that game. That should be the model game that we should try to play every single time. That high pressure, the 3 center midfields keeping possession of the ball when they have it, and have Antuna just run up top, dude, and cause those turnovers. That was beautiful last week, bro.
So like
We
have
saw
a
none of
forward
that.
get a turnover.
We saw none of that this game. We saw sense of it in the second
We
half.
knew that was
So
going to
our
happen.
strategy is to have a forward
yeah.
get a turnover.
And Zlatan's not the player.
Come
Our
on.
the press.
strategy,
No,
our
dude.
strategy is to talk about the second half.
We should have better strategy. than that. Like like
Talk about the second half.
have
Strategy.
Zlatan and like we should be composed and like creative and like
I think we were composed. The second half looked a lot better. They did look a lot more organized. They actually had more crosses in, even though they weren't as threatening as the first half. But Zlatan got a foot on one. He spiked the
Yep,
what
that's
could have
true.
been his hat trick.
Yep.
You want to talk about individual plays? Even Zlatan won his one-on-ones
Yes.
over Alessandro.
Hey,
agree.
I like to announce that Chewy will block Logan Jones.
Why?
He just said Chris Wando for Alessandrini.
Please, hey, can you get on that? Jesus,
Thank you, Chewy.
Jesus.
Don't play like that, Logan. This is your last warning.
Yeah,
Don't do
man.
that. Don't do that.
Logan what?
Logan Jones.
Logan Jones.
That's we don't like Wando here. Yeah.
You've been flagged.
Wow.
What did he say?
What did he say?
He said Alessandrini for Wondolowski.
I mean,
Oh, get the fuck out. I'd like to announce that this is Aaron's last time on the show.
Gee, thanks, man.
I mean,
Hey, but what a play for the second penalty.
hey,
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Fucking Zlatan.
definitely yes, definitely a penalty, not the first one.
I'm talking about the second half.
Second half.
That was a clear foul.
Yeah.
It was. Come on, Aaron.
That was a great play.
It was.
He split 2 people.
And,
37-year-old.
and he went cheeky about it, huh?
He went to go look for that contact.
The filth.
He went to go look for the contact, but he finished that penalty.
Oh. The pozole special?
Oh, like that.
Yeah, bro. Chipped it. What do you call it? Paneca? Paneca?
Panenka.
Paneca.
So 3 goals in 2 games.
Hey,
Hat trick.
we have Lil Apple agreeing with Aaron. He said he sold both fouls. Zlatan.
What? Nah, the second one was a PK. The first one.
Nah, the second one was straight.
I agree with you, man.
The second one, it was more of a PK. The first one, debatable.
No.
Dude, we
The
got
first-
2 goals
the
on
first one
penalties.
was definitely not a PK, dude. Definitely not. Wasn't at all. But the second one was debatable.
First one
I
was
killed him in the second one. I think the goalie came out and fucking.
Come on, guys.
He had no angle. He had no chance at it.
That doesn't
He
matter.
went to go
Foul's
look
a foul.
He went to go look for the contact.
Hey.
It's a foul.
And
it was a chip,
I'll
too.
take it, but
Nice little chip. And then the sub started.
Zlatan knows a lot more than we do, so he knows how to sell it. He knows how to like when the
He does.
situation's right, like when to do it and when not to do
So
it. So
overall, your second half was better, Spenny.
100%.
Yes.
Yeah. Think so, Aaron too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean they got the coaches talk. You know, Scudetto was like.
Oh, he chewed him at halftime.
You know, he did a lot of gestures and shit. Like.
Bobbity boobity.
Yeah, like.
Hey.
Uh,
But
I don't know.
again, I
Boludo. You know.
I think they need to like get it together and like get a style going. You know.
You don't think if Alessandrini would receive more of the balls like Boateng does, like in stride, he could do better?
Maybe. But it's
Where he
something we
could
have
the
to
first
figure
time
out,
it,
though.
or take one good touch.
Maybe something to figure out. That's just-
Can we talk about
Yeah, we need, we
Like,
need,
I'm
we
thi- I'm
need,
thinking-
yeah.
I'm thinking
We
about it
need,
right now.
we need something to.
I'm thinking about it right now
can we talk
because
about styles though.
I'm thinking about it right now
we
because
just, like what is our style? Like what is our like game plan?
go through the wings.
What's our
Come on,
identity?
man.
Is it is
Maintain possession
is
in
it
the
going
middle.
to the wings?
Maintain possession in the
If
middle.
you want to
open
know,
up
you want
wide.
to know, you want to talk about.
I do want to talk about
identities.
styles.
Oh, to me is we're destroyers because of the
What?
yeah, we're destroyers because of the 3.
We're not punishers.
No, because of the 3 the triangle we have. You have a great
All right,
rotation
so we have 3 midfielders.
in Jonah,
very good
and
midfielders.
Corona.
So our what is our game plan?
Just feed the lion.
just-
Just like play
Well, okay,
the
okay.
middle,
No,
and,
no,
like,
no,
just
we
wait
play-
out,
we-
like-
we
all right,
play-
wait,
I want
wait.
you to tell me
You're
what our
asking-
game plan is.
No, yeah, I
You're-
got it.
You're,
I got
you're
it.
asking 2 different questions.
No,
Okay,
it's
first
easy.
of all, your game plan is going to change game by game.
Okay.
Just how last week we couldn't play the high pressure.
What was our game plan today?
But hold on, the game plan last week still didn't change. They were running the wings and putting in balls, playing through the middle. Look who scored last week. Who scored last week
Nobody, because we didn't play.
or 2 weeks?
I just chewed you.
Got him.
Our last home game. Who scored? Our forward didn't score.
No,
Nah.
Pontius.
Pontius, Leggett, and Jonah.
No, but what is our? Is really our strategy to go out to the wide wing
to destroy, because we just
whip it in.
No,
that's
no,
our
no,
that's
no,
our
let me
strategy.
touch
Like
on
go
that.
and whip it into
actually
like Zlatan.
it's actually perfect. The question you just asked: who scored last week? My identity is destroy, because the fucking midfields you have, dude. Come on, you have Jonah that's gonna go box to box. You have Corona, who is so calm on the ball,
But
and then you
that boy
have
was nice.
Leggett, who can fucking play the craziest through ball, who can score the craziest goals.
Do we have creative midfielders that can?
To my, I
Yes.
will call it. This is my own identity. I'm calling it destroy because, dude,
So,
that
so what's our identity? then?
destroy.
Destroy.
That's my.
Did we
You
execute this?
or
week?
disrupt, if that makes it easier for you. Disrupt, because you just disrupt every middle. You come up with the plan, and then you meet
Right.
these 3, and you're like, holy shit.
Brian, what do you think,
yeah,
Brian?
our 3 center mids is the most important positions for dude. I'm gonna keep going to the same game last week. That first half, those 3 center midfields. That what they did last week should have been done this week. Should be done every week, and we will be an unstoppable team.
Yes.
The way we destroy the plays, but that also needs a forward who could pressure the defense. How Antuna did. Zlatan's gonna be. He's not gonna be that guy for the 90 minutes. Yes, we're gonna need him in there. You know, he's our guy. He's the lion. you need him in there. But it's a whole different style of play when Antuna, and I think we'll probably benefit more from Antuna type forward. To be honest,
Let me tell you this, Brian. Why would we switch our game plan when Antuna and Zlatan's there? Can we not tell the midfielders, like, hey, pressure the shit out of it and just give it to Zlatan instead of giving it
it's
to
just your
Antuna?
personnel. It's how you, because even Alessandrini wasn't even trying to pressure or come down and help on defense. It was a hard game to watch today, even though we got the win, and I'm happy for
I
the win.
know.
And we
We
saw
should-
some
we
good.
should
We
have
saw some
fucking
good
won
play
it.
from the Galaxy.
Like,
We got
at
2
least
penalties.
5,
We
dude.
scored off of penalties. There was nothing created.
You want me to give you some facts?
That is horrible.
give me some facts. I love the facts.
So Portland, right? In the last 3 games, this has been the lowest amount of passing accuracy they had at 76%.
Okay.
Aside from getting killed last week 4-1, this is the lowest amount of possession they've had in the whole season.
Yeah, because they're away.
Okay, but if you're gonna talk about how we didn't play them well and what's our game plan, obviously our game plan worked.
I'm not a negative Nancy. Like I'm. Just
But
like
okay,
saying,
but
like,
obviously
No,
maybe
you're
you di-
negative, Aaron.
maybe you didn't see it. Maybe you didn't see it, but whatever game plan we did have, it worked because they had less passing accuracy and less possession than the entire season.
it
Except for
worked because we won.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
what we.
Hold
That's
on.
at the end of the day.
We went totally off on the second half. And
I know. Sorry.
So
about
it's
this.
it's all good because
I'm a Galaxy fan, by the way.
Yeah,
guys.
we
Sorry.
kind of went past that, and then
I love the
so
Galaxy.
I'm
Alright.
I'm asking you a question. I'm asking you a question, guys. Should we be a little worried because last time Jonah scored off a penalty, and today we scored off 2 penalties. So
Mhm.
that's something we should be worried about.
no,
Yeah, sure.
yes.
Um,
First of all, last week's penalty that was a straight open shot.
Okay.
Only one defender in front of him. He got clocked from the back. These 2 were clear penalties. They still had a chance on goal. You know, Zlatan had his little karate kick. We still created chances. Outpossessed. Outpassed them. No, not
Okay.
worried.
Just a question. Just I'm reading it off over here. Not worried. You worried, Brian?
I don't think so. I wish we would have seen a more complete game from our team today. I think we could have had a better game, but I mean, we got the win. There isn't much we should really be complaining about.
And then look at our
I
schedule.
just feel that against organized teams, we're gonna
Yeah.
we're gonna struggle if we keep playing like this.
I'll say
Yes, today we had probably more touches on the ball, right? We probably had more possession than them, but we didn't look as solid as we could be. So as the season progresses,
I'll say no
Coulda d-
on
did better.
like being worried because at the same time you create those chances. You know, you still create those chances
Yeah.
to get a penalty. So, definitely not. So we've been going on for a while. So let's go on with our next standing players.
our NAG standing player.
Oh, so Aaron is kind of
new.
new at this. This is like your MVP of the game.
Okay.
Well, why don't you start off since this is going to be your first one?
Who was your MVP?
My MVP.
Your NAG
was-
standing player of the match.
Your next standing
player of the game is. I'm losing it.
is Jonathan Dos Santos.
Oh, a center mid.
Oh.
Wow.
Because he played very well and he played consistent.
Did he have an identity on the field? Did he,
He
get?
did.
Did he, did he execute the game
You know
plan?
why? Because he's Mexican and he played dope
Oh.
as fuck.
All right.
No. Honestly, he played as well as he could.
Okay.
And yeah, as a center mid, that's what you need to do. Like grab the ball, pass it out, win the ball, pass it up, and that's what he did.
I will not argue that.
Bah.
Chewy.
Your NAG standing player of the match.
I'm gonna have to agree, Jonah. Going back to my last week's person as well. He's been doing good, man. You don't have nothing bad to say
There's
about him,
there's no
you know?
complaints. Definitely no complaints for me. Chewy, Spenny, Brian, anybody want to take it? It's gonna be a sweep.
I'm gonna give a different NAG standing player of the match.
Go ahead.
Returning from an injury and scoring 2 goals on the ZlatanVersary, the Lion himself, NAG standing player of the match. for me.
Created two.
And he's
penalties.
37.
Created 2 penalties and scored 2 penalties.
Scored him.
Alright.
Next
Scored
any
him.
player of the match.
Zlatan.
Yeah, I'm just go with Zlatan. I mean, it's
Zlatan.
hard to go against either Jonah or Zlatan, but at the end of the day, he created 2 chances.
Yeah.
Created 2 penalties. You know,
Yeah.
got some people with some good fantasy points.
Hell yeah. I wasn't even going to start him. Should have.
It's hard to really point out somebody else. I think the J played really well though. But
Go ahead, man.
I'm gonna stay with Zlatan so Eddie can.
Zlatan
I'll take it.
next
No,
standing.
dude, easy for me. Joe Corona. He has slide tackles in this game.
He had a slide tackle in the box.
Yeah, you missed this.
I did not miss that.
Yeah.
It
A
also-
slide tackle. So you have
Oh
a
no, this
player
guy.
to
Dude,
get
no,
a
this
slide
guy. This
tackle.
guy. Fucking his jersey was see through at the end, dude. This guy, his fucking jersey was fucking skin tight because of all the sweat he had on his jersey. So I will go with Corona, dude. I was high on Corona when he signed, and he has not let me down.
He hasn't.
And
He had that
So was mine with my girlfriend, so don't worry.
Whoa.
Hey,
Is that why you signed a new
Wait-o.
contract?
Hey, I got somebody that agreed. David
I'm-
Alba just said Joe Corona's
I'm
the
good with
man of the
that.
match.
I'm good with that.
Hey, William Lobos, tell me your man of the match, please.
He just
Already
says
did. Already
Ibra.
has
Same
Who the
that I
fuck
said.
is William Lobos?
What about the Giovanni player of the match?
This is what we call. Oh, we have to explain this because everyone thought we're making. No, it's the Geo word. Everyone thought we're making them Giovanni dos Santos. It's just an acronym. It's the game is off word. So the Geo word. It
The
happens
Geo
to be so.
The
The
Geo
Geo
award.
word.
The game is off award.
Who was like the Geo?
I think
Can I
we're
go
all
first?
going to agree
Can
on
I go
this one.
first? Can I go first?
Huh? What?
Can I go first? Just
Go
like that one guy, Giovanni dos
Actually, hold on.
Santos?
Can I say something before you go first?
No, you
Uh,
can't. If you're asking me.
Because it's Aaron's first time here. You're gonna go first. You have the easiest one. I want a different answer for everyone and explanation why.
no. Screw you.
What?
Different answer for.
Yeah, let's do
everyone.
it.
All right,
I'll go
cool.
first. I'm gonna say, of course, Alessandrini. He played to the best of his potential, I guess, but it just wasn't enough.
Okay.
You didn't win no one-on-ones. The Jit came over there and showed you real quick how to win a one-on-one. Still couldn't do it. You got subbed out. Pontius won his one-on-ones. He ain't even got speed.
Okay.
Underperforming.
Take it.
Game was off.
That's the Geo award. Alessandrini.
All right, Aaron, you want
Funny
to
they had
skip?
the same.
For a different player,
Yeah.
I can't disagree with what Spanny said. That was my pick. I don't think there was anybody
This is actually the first time that
more
we
Geo.
agreed.
I think this is going to be a sweep for the
This-
Geo award.
This is the first time that we've had more than one of the same answer. So I think for this game, it's fair.
No, wait. The Joe word was Bingham swept the first one.
No.
Yeah, you guys made me because I tried to go different. Yeah, and I tried to go different because I was gonna go Bingham and it just didn't.
Whoa.
Well, there's two already. So.
Yeah,
It is
yeah.
what it
Bingham
is.
is like the fucking undefeated.
Come on, man.
Undefeated
Who you got, Chewy? Be
No,
real.
I'll go with somebody different. I won't go with.
You don't have to.
Alessandrini.
If you really
Uh,
feel
No,
some sort of
I'll
type
go
of
with
way.
that guy that ran on the field. That was a dumbass move.
Hey, we were
Yeah,
we were
he
on.
just
yeah.
took. I swear, this fool just took my award.
We were on.
You can name whatever you
I,
want.
I didn't take yours. I did mine.
Yeah.
Shut
So
up.
True.
yeah, the guy. You know, it's gonna. What's gonna happen is, you know, people keep doing that, or you know, this type of stuff. You're gonna have more security. You're gonna have.
So just give it
fences,
to
you're
the
gonna
fans
have
then.
A lot of blockage from, you know,
So-
the field.
So give it
it's
to the
gonna
fans
suck
in
for
general
everybody.
then. Give it to the fans in general.
No, I
Whoa,
can't.
Nah,
give it
just
to
that
the
one
fans in
guy.
general. That
Just
one
that
guy.
one guy.
That one
'Cause
guy.
today, all
Yeah.
G fans they were dope. Everybody was loud, dude.
Everybody-
And
I
if you're
like
gonna and if you're gonna do it when they're on offense, not when we're on offense.
Go ahead.
Yeah,
then.
you kind of kill you kill that momentum.
So the guy that ran into the field, you get the Geo award.
Yep.
From Chewy.
My Geo award is for the NAG.
What? Why? What did we
For
do?
the NAG boys.
The NAG boys for not going out there and like exposing themselves to a broader media.
Oh, I'll accept it.
So
Well, thank you for making me feel like
I
shit.
think they need to like
I muted his mic. Don't do that.
and they need to expose themselves even more.
So
So,
all
like,
listeners, we need your help because Aaron.
all
is being
listeners.
asked
So
about
yeah,
it.
the NAG boys get my
Geo award.
Geo award.
Let's see, Eduardo, what you got now? Yes, sir. You can't pick the same
You know
one.
what? You guys
Can't
ain't
pick the
gonna
same
like
one,
this.
buddy.
I can't. I'm gonna give it to Schelotto.
Dun, dun, dun.
You saw what you
Fuera.
had.
Fuera.
You saw what you had.
You shut your mouth when you're talking
You
to me.
saw how you worked, and you had those days, and you started someone like Alessandrini. Because my award would go to Alessandrini, but
Yeah, I listen to you sucks.
but the trust was put on by the coach, and he saw in training what they had, and it wasn't there, dude. It was not there.
That is exactly what I
It
told you
wasn't
guys.
there, dude. Like
The culture, you guys.
we
this.
know Escalotto's smarter than
flow.
that.
Yeah.
Spinny.
So it's
You
It's not your turn.
so that's my only argument. I love Scalotto, and dude, I hope he stays for years on, man. But it's just that was bad. That side just no, man. It was bad. You train them, you see it. Why would you start them? A whole different dude. One player would have made the whole like difference right there. I think,
Boateng would have been.
or Pontius.
No,
It doesn't matter who it was.
I would have took Banyas.
Who was your worst player,
Alessandrini.
and who picked him to start?
The closer.
Yeah, whatever. Thank you.
Santa
That is
Claus.
mine, and that's I guarantee you this is the only time that I will hand Scalotto this award.
How do you get sent off?
He's been starting Emma
How do you
Boateng.
get sent off?
No,
He's been starting Emma Boateng.
No.
You don't think Emma?
No
You don't think
questions? Like,
what?
Emma what?
he been starting Emma Boateng?
Dude, Emma should start, dude. Emma's
Wow.
So dope.
Get out
Nah,
of here.
dude.
No, he shouldn't. He shouldn't get more than like 25 minutes a game.
Stop, dude.
His best performance is
He's like
Worse than
Sane, dude. He's like
Alessandrini's.
the Sane, dude.
for worst performance. I'll take Alessandrini's worst over Emma's best.
No.
No.
From this
I would-
season?
No. I would take.
Wait, what? Repeat that?
I
I'll
would
take fr-
Emma.
I'll take-
I would take Emma over Alessandrini.
I'll take Alessandrini
every single
this
day,
game
dude.
over every other game that Emma's played this
Alright,
season.
hey, let me go through some of these real quick.
Wow.
Go ahead.
Weak as fuck.
Sorry.
Benny doesn't know what the fuck he's talking about.
Logan Jones said my player of the match is Jurgen. Laugh out loud. So I guess that's like
Stop muting me.
I don't think you already had a bad game.
hey, El Joey 89.
Stop muting me.
I assume he voted you award
Who?
the beer prices.
Your award goes to the beer prizes.
That
That's
was
every
my last-
game.
That was my last week's, huh?
How was? Yeah. How much was that?
Like
You
20
bought
bucks
like
a
5
beer.
of
Oh
them.
yeah, I bought you guys beer. So yeah. $30.
Jurgen and Rolf they sucked by Robert Rios.
Hmm.
Did they though?
Logan
Interesting.
Jones.
Rolf did a few good passes into the box for Zlatan. Zlatan didn't take advantage.
Sorry.
Oh, what?
El
Yep.
Joey would like to know
Wow.
you rocked this NAG shirt.
Can't believe
today.
you said that.
Nice.
Yeah, I did.
Hey.
Nice. The next shirt. He's rocking the El Tráfico shirt.
Yo. And Logan Jones asked, will Alvarez start on Friday?
Ooh. We'll get into it.
Nope.
Okay, well, I guess we
You have
won't
to watch
get
the midweek show
into it.
or listen to it. Damn, why are these questions coming out? Full Monty. Maybe low key, he was hoping to play Alessandrini who get hurt.
Nah, that's mean.
Who?
That GBS started him, so he will get hurt.
Get out of here.
That's mean.
And William Lobos would like to let us know that, well, he lost in the South American Cup, so maybe he's not that good.
That's smart. But and tell Aaron, fuck off.
Fuck off, mate. Hey, Willis, if you're listening to it, fuck off, mate.
Yeah, he is. We're winding down.
All right. But like honestly, like, what is our
Oh my God.
no?
What
no,
is like our
honest- no, no, no,
identity?
honestly, like, what do
What is our
do-
game plan?
What do we think? What do you think Galaxy's gonna do for the next year?
Oh no, we're gonna get there in a second. The next one, hey, I need to go in order. Yeah,
Fuck off, mate.
honorable mention, like the little engine that could.
Ooh, I have mine.
Ooh, I have one too. I have my girlfriend. Her name is Laura, and she's not listening to this. Definitely not.
But later on, when you need to prove where you were,
Yes.
We got you.
It's on
We have you
YouTube.
camera.
And Robert Rios just called you a bloke.
Next.
Salud.
Honorable mention, Smitty.
Salud.
Joe Corona. Nah, Sebastian legit.
He's legit.
That boy was nice. I felt like he really went about it like that. Like I believe he like went on that wing. Like, look, fool, do it like this, you know, and make that fool real
Solo
quick.
Alessandrini.
Make that fool real quick. He was playing on both sides, rotated well. La boy.
You do salud.
Honorable mention. I'll go with Corona. There's a lot of little things off the ball that he did that were he positioned himself perfectly to either intercept or attack the opposite.
Alright,
His rival.
cool.
So I'm gonna go with Corona.
Drew, you want to go next?
Honorable mention.
Honorable mention. Cuello, man, on his G2 game.
Oh, that's a good one.
That is
That's
a good one.
We were right there when he did that. Was it? Cross towards.
Killer Arce.
Hitler Arce.
That was awesome. And then the whole crowd just. Cuello.
That's funny the way it sounds.
It does sound funny.
It's funny he mentions Cuello. So, because to me it's like a 2-day thing. To my honorable mention is the supporter groups, dude. For sure. 2 days, very inviting, very fun. The events were just fucking awesome. The crowd was fucking great today.
The crowd was great today.
It was, dude. Easy. Free pizza, free beer. I mean,
Yes, it was awesome.
How could it not be them? Strictly the supporter groups, though.
Hey,
Supporter groups were
you have some
popping today.
You have some nice pins in your cap. What's up with that, man? I've never seen them before.
Oh yes. So
Shout out.
actually, a second honorable mention by everybody. Moving in Silencio. Oh, dude. I mean, you had to follow him on Instagram because
Yes.
he puts up when he's gonna be at the games, and come on, these fucking pins, not gonna get them anywhere else. My boy has the pins.
Yeah.
He goes.
Some sick pins.
Yes.
Grab him.
Grab
Show
him.
'em. Yes.
Show everybody.
We're not even gonna pay for this, so
Don't
for
matter.
sure.
It's all love.
yes, it is all love. We're all Galaxy fans.
So that's it with the honorable mentions.
Yeah.
That's it.
It's
Good.
It's winding down.
It is winding down.
So
Nice.
welcome to this segment, Aaron.
What do we do?
Predictions for the end of the season.
Predictions for the end of the season. After 4 games, I shall go first. 4 games, 3 wins, 1 loss. As I said in the beginning of the season, I will stick with my number 5 position. The LA Galaxy will end 4 or 5 this season. But I think we can make it to the finals.
I'm gonna go with 4th or 5th.
4 and 5th.
Yeah.
What?
Playoffs, sure. They could take the first round. After that, it's a matter of matches and how well they're playing by then. Injuries and if they're peaking right.
Mm-hmm.
Because, like, for example, if last year we would have gotten, we would have gone to the Stank, I think they would have taken care of business. Or if they would have gone Salt Lake, they would have taken care of business.
Mm-hmm.
4th and 5, I don't know if 1 and 2 can keep it up. I think Dallas can stay up there as top 3 or top 4.
Mm-hmm.
And
Of course, that other team across the city, they'll probably end up in the mix too.
1 through 3. I think Seattle's going to end up 1 through 3 in the West.
KC. Yeah, 4 or 5.
You don't know if Portland can get it together late in the season like they sometimes do. They tend to do.
For some
Kansas-
reason, they look the best organized today than they have the last 3
Kansas
games.
City is still Kansas City.
They've probably
Houston
they've
is
already
making
solid.
noise. Houston is making noise. Colorado's making noise. So
My turn.
Go ahead.
Me, as a very optimistic LA Galaxy fan,
Mm-hmm.
I think they will not make it to the playoffs.
Get outta here. Get
What?
out of here, man.
Dude, that's more than half. Top 7.
Get out of here, man.
But I love the
Those right
LA
there.
Galaxy, though. I love them.
3 and 1.
I don't think they'll make it
Oh.
because they'll make it next year and they're gonna win it.
Oh,
next year.
The whole thing.
They're rebuilding right now.
But you say the whole thing next
The
year?
whole thing next year they're gonna.
I'll
win
take it.
100%.
I'll take it because I don't have the Galaxy winning it all this year.
Hmm.
I think they have to rebuild this year. If they make it to like the 6th place, then they'll lose in the first round. But like,
Can we really talk about that right
it's
now?
not our year this year. It's next year's our year.
It's 12 teams in the West. San Jose is not making it.
Nope.
Portland and Vancouver only have 1 point each.
Nope. Well, Portland's gonna make it though at the end.
Okay, well, Vancouver only has 1 point. They're complete
They're
rebuild.
not making it.
Salt Lake is not going to make
They're
it.
not gonna make it.
Okay.
Minnesota,
They're not
LAFC
gonna- they're not
is
gonna make it.
I'm talking about the teams that won't make it.
Okay.
So right now, the bottom 5, or I'm going to do the bottom 6.
Us.
So 7 through 12 place right now, starting from the bottom, is San Jose, Portland, Whitecaps, Colorado, Salt Lake, and Minnesota.
Easy, we're in. So easy.
That's 7 through 12.
I
Top
think
6
so.
in order from highest to lowest
There's
is LAFC 1, Seattle 2, Houston 3,
they're not even in there.
Dallas 4th,
Not
LA
even in
Galaxy 5th,
there. Uh-huh.
and Kansas City 6.
The Aaron out fucking
Hashtag has started.
Yeah, you're trending right now.
Hashtag LA Galaxy won't make it the playoffs.
Oh,
Damn.
no.
You want to bet on it?
Oh,
Yes.
bet your eyebrows.
How much?
No.
Your eyebrows. Down.
Yeah, I bet the eyebrows.
$50.
Oh, there it is.
Nah, bet the eyebrows.
Eyebrows.
Eyebrows. Eyebrows.
I'll bet you-
eyebrows,
I'm not
eyebrows.
stupid like Brad.
I'll bet you. I'll bet you an authentic jersey for next year.
Yas Queen.
That's $150.
Cámara.
Jesus, that just happened live on News Across the Galaxy. Chewy, so
Oh.
how do we end next year? This year, sorry.
Next year.
All
Are you
this year, all the way,
All the way.
all the way. I
Chewy's
don't know
still
about. I don't
confident.
know how we're gonna end up the last game, but all the way.
Chewy says all the way.
I
Championship.
just got a 2020 new white jersey.
So it's my turn, I guess, right?
Yep.
Top 7 make it to the playoffs, Aaron. Don't forget.
So
I don't think so.
for me, Western Conference Finals, we lose. That's a heartbreak at the end. We end up in the top 3, and then we lose in the Western Conference Finals. That's how it happens.
Ouch.
I know. It's like so negative.
You don't want to hear that.
Don't.
There's 2 teams that are below 7th place that already played 5 games. Man. Get out of here.
Yeah, I know. But that's why I say, no, we're going to make it to the Western
I
Conference
know.
Finals.
I'm just
You want to tell you who's going to beat us? Kansas is going to beat us. Kansas is so good,
Why?
dude. Because they're so good. Peter Vermees has
What
that
does
team
Kansas
fucking
have
shit.
that we don't have?
They have Peter Vermees.
I don't know. I think
what-
the guys
what
can
are you
get it
arguing?
together.
Tell me,
Aaron, what
guys.
are you arguing about? You don't even have us going. So what are you arguing
Nah,
about?
it doesn't matter. Like,
It's
He just
Peter
wants to argue,
Vermees.
bro. Let him argue.
I do.
We don't. 'Cause
I
you
think
know-
the Galaxy could
Hey,
mesh into
just
like
because you signed
get
a
a good
bad
run in
contract
the end
and
of the season.
you want to come over here and let
Just
just because you can't.
I
argue your
want
contract.
the Galaxy to win, but like the way they're playing,
Doesn't
like,
seem like it.
they need
Something.
something.
Yeah, we're not there.
We're not saying
we're not there yet.
It's 4
that.
games in.
Aaron, as you know, in the season you're gonna improve. You don't want to be in top form at the beginning of the season.
What?
Come on, you don't want to be in top.
You
form
wanna
from the
start
beginning
peaking
of the
going
have
into
you
the
have you not
playoffs.
seen like Man City be in top form in
it's
the
different.
first
Different,
fucking
different,
It's different.
side of
We
the
have
view of
playoffs,
the
they
guy.
don't.
guys.
Yeah?
The best
Different
teams
ball.
or Barcelona. Have you not seen Barcelona in the
Different
top
ball.
form in the first fucking 4?
No,
You
but
know
it's
who- you know
They
playoffs.
don't fly as
You know
much
who
as
hasn't
we
been in
do
good
here.
form the last couple seasons in Champions
Guys,
League?
let's not be
Madrid?
Stupid. Let's not be stupid. Let's not be stupid
Remember,
right
this
now.
is MLS, not
if
over
you
there.
want a
Not
team to
Bundesliga.
be in the top form, like if you want our team to be bad as fuck, like in the first game, like you see us and like they're like like we're confident as fuck and we're like, damn, this team is fucking dope as fuck, right?
We weren't confident.
I
in
think
the
we're
last
working
game.
into.
All I got is
We've been
All I got
progressing
is
for the most
look,
part.
look, I'm not confident in this team, and I've seen dope ass fucking teams, and this is not a dope.
So
ass
you're,
Yeah.
you're
This
confident in
this is the
LAFC?
best
Is
we've
that
gotten
what
for
you're-
the last
I
3
won't
years.
say it in those words, but I kind of agree with Aaron. So I'm kind of hungry. I want to go to Buffalo Wild Wings. Guys, everyone, if you're watching us here live, thank you. Thank you very much. And let your friends know that we're now on Spotify. We're now on.
We're not.
Yes, we are.
We are.
Yeah.
We are.
We are. We're now on Spotify. We're now on what is it? iTunes podcast.
iTunes podcast, Google Play.
And we're on Google Play.
Apple.
We're on YouTube.
We're on iTunes.
And please subscribe on
Ooh,
YouTube. Please
iTunes.
hit the subscribe button, the little bell. Is it right,
Little
Brian?
bell notification.
And all social medias, which is Facebook, Twitter, fucking what is it? Snapchat. What else am I missing here? Instagram, everything.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, we're on everything. Yes.
And R.I.P. Nipsey Hussle, man.
Oh, R.I.P. Nipsey Hussle. Yeah, it's a
Who's
so
that?
it's a big blow. We're very big music fans here, so he's dope. He's
R.I.P.
very-
Mauricio Cifuegos.
what were you pointing out, Brian? Sorry.
Nah,
Aaron's
just
drunk.
a couple of comments
Don't listen.
about us forgetting about last year. We can't just turn it on, turn it off type thing. I think we're working into our form. We haven't got it yet. We'll be all right.
All right, cool.
And our next game is on Friday. If in case anybody doesn't know, we play Friday.
Yes, we'll be at some viewing party because Brian doesn't work on Saturday.
I do not work this Saturday.
So
we'll be at a viewing party.
I'll lead the way out because we appreciate all you guys listening and you
Yeah,
can
yeah.
Also follow
You guys are
us.
fucking dope.
You guys also follow us individually because we talk about the Galaxy and other MLS teams. Obviously, this is Eddie. And on Twitter, I am Eddie Nags. On Instagram, I am Eddie_Nags.
My Twitter is Bryant Nags, and on Instagram I'm B_LOVS loves. Spenny. He forgot his.
Yeah, I forgot mine.
Mr. Spiny McGee. He'll be 10. And our special guest, Aaron, if he wants to be followed, he can.
I do not have Twitter, by the way.
Okay. And I think his mic was muted.
His mic has been muted.
All right, unmute his mic and just let him know what you
Oh.
just said, Aaron.
I do not have Twitter, so
Yeah, no hate mail for
fuck
him.
all the
no reason-
Twitter.
There's no reason to unmute his mic.
Yeah.
Right?
Joey.
I am on Twitter, Chavez JA, Chavez Ha, and on Instagram, same Chavez JA.
Once again, guys, we are on Twitter, News Across the Galaxy. Just look for us in every social media outlet that you have, which is either Facebook, Instagram, Friendster, MySpace, AIM, wherever. All ages. Go Friendster. Yeah, you remember that? Foursquare, all that. Thank you guys for listening. Tell your friends. Tell your family. This is News Across the Galaxy. This is Eddie. This is Brian. This is Benny. This is Chewy. Thank you to our special guest, Aaron. We're out of here. We'll see you at Buffalo Wild Wings, which we're shooting for a sponsor. Keep on nagging.
Keep on nagging.
Keep on nagging.
Keep on nagging.